Hi, thank you for tuning in today to watch my virtual master's recital at UT. I'm excited to share this music and to celebrate my time here studying with Professor Brickens and the trombone studio. The recital, due to COVID, was pre-recorded around the music school, and it has been recorded over the past month. So you'll see different locations, and the repertoire is a variety of repertoire from the past 3 centuries and was composed in 4 different countries. I want to thank my pianist, Dr. Maynegre, for playing on three of the four pieces and for playing beautifully. So big thank you to him. And of course, thank you to the School of Music for allowing me to use the space to record. So without further ado, the first piece on the program is Jacques Castérède's Sonatine for trombone, composed in 1958. This piece has become a standard in the trombone repertoire for its use of ornamentation, for the interweaving of the piano and trombone parts, and for the rhythmic complexity of the piece. Castérède went to the Paris Conservatoire and won prizes in harmony, composition, music theory, and he won the Prix de Rome in 1953. Although notably, he was married at the time and the award could only be given to bachelors, he helped to change that rule and then enjoyed the later success of teaching at the Paris Conservatoire for the remainder of his life. This piece is famous for its lush melodies in the second movement and for its exciting, joyous opening statement in the first movement. It should be a piece for all to enjoy. Again, this is Castérède's Sonatine. The next piece on the program is Georg Christoph Wagenseil's Concerto for Alto Trombone. Wagenseil was a court composer in the 18th century and is considered a predecessor to the famous Mozart, as he was born 40 years prior to Mozart. At this time, the alto trombone was not commonly used as a solo instrument, so this piece is actually considered the first concerto form solo work for alto trombone. Luckily, after this piece was composed, other composers picked it up and started writing for it, including composers Berlioz, Mozart, and Schumann. This piece was composed in 1763 and is composed in two movements. The first, the Adagio, you will hear a vibrant but nostalgic melody in the trombone with lots of ornamentation. And the Allegro, you'll hear a dance-like melody with a lot of syncopation or upbeats with the piano. It will bring you back to a very different era and is a very easy one to listen to. This is Wagenseil's Concerto for Alto Trombone. Up next is a piece written at a very similar time to the Wagenseil, but written just before. This is Georg Philipp Telemann's Fantasia No. 5, written for flutes. I will, surprisingly, play it on trombone, not flute today, as it was arranged for trombone by Alan Ralph in the key of E flat when the original key was in C. Music of this Baroque era was characterized by heavy ornamentation, unlike the classical period, and was often criticized for being too highly exaggerated. Thus, the term Baroque comes from the Portuguese word barroco, which means a oddly misshapen pearl. Also at this time, composers didn't often write for unaccompanied instruments, with the exception of Bach writing for string instruments, who could play multiple notes at once. Instruments like the flutes and trombone had issues playing more than one note at once, but Telemann does a fantastic job of composing this piece. He uses the style of polyphony, which is when you have two parts playing at once, but he creates this by writing different motifs in the upper and lower register of the instrument, so it sounds like two instruments are playing. It is a very challenging work to play, but also very fun. Again, this is Telemann's Fantasia No. 5 for flute. Before the last piece today, I want to take a moment to thank many people for making this recital happen and come to life. First of all, Dr. Brickens, thank you so much for your guidance the past 2 years. You've taught me more than I could imagine about how to make music on the trombone and how to live life and practice and make music. Second of all, thank you to my family for their constant support, including my mom and my 2 brothers. You're always a phone call away, and I'm so lucky to have you in my life. Thank you to all my past teachers who have gotten me here and have helped along the way. I think you know who you are, and a special thanks to my undergrad professor, Mike Roylance, for paving this path. I want to thank the School of Music for allowing me to use these spaces I recorded in, and for this degree, that's going to help me in the future. And also, big thank you to my amazing collaborative pianist, Dr. Maynegre. He was just a pleasure to work with and was so forgiving with his time over this pandemic. Thank you everyone for watching and for listening to me make music and for supporting me through the screen today. I can't wait to play in person again, hopefully soon, but thank you for your support today. It means a lot. And without further ado, on to the last piece. The last piece you'll hear in the program today is 2 Latin Dances by Lauren Bernofsky. This piece was commissioned by Natalie Mannix, who is one of the trombone professors at the University of North Texas. She premiered this piece at the 2016 International Trombone Festival and also recorded it on her newest album, Breaking Ground, which features works by all female composers written for trombone. In this piece, you'll hear a bossa nova style in the first movement and a tango style in the second movement. It is very fun to play and is an exciting way to end this concert. This is 2 Latin Dances by Lauren Branovsky.